Hey everybody. Um, I know I said I wasn't going to post this until later, but I just had to, and I have time. I hope you can hear me. As I'm doing a couple things at once, so you may hear me go in and out. Now, I did say in my last video that I was going to go in chronological order, just based on today. Today was a day, okay? Day ain't over yet, but it was a day. Now, I realize navigating on these YouTube streets, you gotta be a blogger, a writer, a lawyer, a defense attorney, all kinds of things you got to be. Judge, jury, and executioner out here. Excuse me. But these YouTube streets are a lot like real life. I'm going to make a couple of disclaimers throughout this video. And I hope I go in order. I might repeat some of the disclaimers throughout. It's okay. This is more for me. All right? I'm going to do my best not to mention any names. Some will have a name, not their name. Okay? So before I begin, let me explain to y'all once again that I am so new here. I'm so new to these YouTube streets, it's not even funny. Just when you think you learned some sort of etiquette, is something else that comes in and, shakes that. With that being said, there are particular reasons why I watch videos in general or I go on people's lives. One is to laugh my ass off. I love to laugh, okay? I'm a Capricorn. My jokes are very weird, but I love to laugh at other people's stuff, especially if it's entertainment. That's a good and a bad thing. That's neither here nor there. I like to watch people's videos that help me to motivate me to do things. So if I watch a video, I might decide to clean up a little bit while listening to the video. I don't always have to watch it. Or I might read a book or, do something constructive that's towards the benefit of me. I love watching and listening to those channel holders. Then you have those channel holders that capture my attention and I just sit and listen to what they're saying, no matter what they're talking about. Some people I just respect how they command themselves, how they just speak on whatever. And of course, when I say that, I'm not always going to listen to people that I don't like. I really have to meditate and have an open mind to listen to people I don't like. I told y'all before, I'm not here to teach y'all anything. I'm just here to share. And for me, like the third person's live that I went on, and we're going to call her Sis with a big heart, okay, at the end of it. But we can't, I can't draw the heart. I'm in black screen, so we're just going to call her Sis. Okay. And we're going to get back to Sis later, because, we're going to get back to Sis later. So I visited 3 lives today. And before I get into those lives and how my day went, I really have to reiterate, let's get into the first live because, then I can backtrack and come back. So the first live that I went on, I'm going to call her because, all 3 of them were female. I'm going to call the first channel holder Master. Okay. Now, last week, Master asked us to do a challenge. No screaming, no yelling for 7 days. Today is day 7. I mentioned in my last video that I'm going to start this over again. And I know now that I'm going to do a next video. When I do that next video, it's going to talk about how my week went in detail. We just going to talk about today. So keep in mind, I am still quiet. I'm still not yelling, not screaming, really expanding certain aspects of me, expanding my consciousness in many different ways, from the gross to the subtle levels. Many, small increments in all those different levels, and it's been awesome. So I went in Master's Live this morning and had a good old time. And I cleaned up a little bit while she was talking. And I love that, Motivate me, child. And don't just motivate me to, follow what you're saying, Don't motivate me for that only, because that's good, but, motivate me to do something that's definitely going to benefit me. So if I could do something that benefits me, like washing dishes or sweeping up my floor, organizing these books a little bit better while you're talking, that's awesome. Awesome. So I went away from that first live feeling great. So I, click out. That's a wrap with the Master. Thank you, Master. And we go into the second chat, the second live. I can call it chat, live, same thing, I guess so. And the second live was weird. Now, before Master came on her live, I saw a video on one of those channel holders that I will call the good people. Okay, and I mentioned in another one of my videos that the good people help me to filter out certain other people's crazy shit. Right? But this video wasn't about those people. This video was about people in the sector. It was about a war that I had no clue or idea about. But the person that it discussed, I know of them. I see them in different lives. I have respect for them. I don't have no problem with them. And let's just keep this a buck. Here's my first disclaimer, I think. I have no problems with this channel holder. I have no problems with anybody in particular. Me, I take things very personally in real life. Okay? I do not listen to listen. I listen to respond. You get me in that space where I got to get you, I'm going to get you. So whenever somebody has to justify, what they do and how they feel, they have to prove to themselves. You ain't got to prove nothing to me. But they have to prove to themselves that, they not in the wrong here, or, they got to defend themselves. They got to defend their integrity or who they are as people. I'm not mad at you. Okay, so I jumped on this live because I wanted to hear the justification. I wanted to hear why I had to see this other video that said some old crazy cuckoo business that really should be a mind your business moment. And I wanted to keep it at a mind your business moment. So I came in the second live. I said hello. I kept quiet. I don't know nothing about these people. Nothing. Like I told you in my first video or my second video, if I see two people arguing, I want to know both sides. I want to know what's going on. Like, why y'all arguing? Why should I even pay attention? Like, should I just throw up my hands and be like, oh, no. So I had a misinterpretation, okay? I thought I heard a male all this time when the channel holder was, doing a playback. I guess that's the best way to call it, because like I said, I really don't know the terminology of things. And I realized that the person that the channel holder was playing back was a woman. So I made a comment like, oh, okay. Oh, that's a woman. I ain't know. Somebody took my misinterpretation and misinterpreted that. Excuse me. Now, the rest of this is going off of my experience, nothing more. It doesn't help to include anybody else that doesn't need to be included, because, tell you the truth, this is about me. And you just listening to me. About me. I can't speak on y'all. I don't know y'all personally, which I'm so excited might change or will change. But let's put that to the side too. Let's just jump back. So this person who had a misinterpretation off of my misinterpretation started going off on me. What? Huh? Yo, I thought it was the weirdest thing ever. And the weirdest part about it was how I was reacting. I was so proud of myself. I was so calm. And for somebody like me who takes a lot of things personally, you know, maybe 3 months ago after the second bitch, I would have went in. You don't know me. You know, like a dungeon dragon. Change your little drawers because your pants are sagging. Sorry, y'all. I'm just remember some Busta Rhymes in my head real quick. But yeah. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then other people started going, what are you talking about? And it just became a distraction to the channel holder, because even the channel holder, in a sense, was like, what are you talking about? Yo, you can think what you want about me. You don't know me from a hole in the wall, and neither do I know you. What I do know, and who I do know very well, is myself. So, you know, maybe I am a troll. Maybe. I don't even know what a troll is still. So I probably do display troll tendencies. When it comes to certain crazy people who I don't like to say their name, maybe, yes, I am a troll. But not to everybody else. That's not it. But based off that misinterpretation, I was all the bitches and all the trolls and what? It took about a good 8 to 10 minutes for the person to finally say what it was that made me enemy number, 4080. I'm the stalker. Listen, I ain't got no time to stalk nobody. I got a hard time paying $2.75 on my motherfucking bus where I live. You think I got time and energy to be stalking people, Wody? No. That's funny. I almost got to this point, too, of my Capricorn self that really is sarcastic and funky and gets people. And I said, nah, don't do it, Wody. Because once the person said what it was, all I could do was clarify. Like, nah, that's not even it. I wasn't talking about the channel holder at all. Nah. And even after the moderators and other ladies, shout out to all of y'all if you're listening and you know who you are. Shout out to you. And once again, shout out to the channel holder. Because I ain't got no problems, huh? I eat meat. I don't need to have beef with other people. I'm striving not to eat meat no more. Chicken and, turkey. Sometimes I'll eat 100% organic grass-fed beef, but even then, I'm trying to cut that down too. I don't have energy to be beefing with any human beings, yo. I got enough problems beefing with myself. Why you think Why do you think I follow certain people? Why do you think I follow this master, man? And here's what I forgot to say. During the second person's live, I actually did yoga. I did a whole warrior sun salutation. Because this channel holder had such a warrior spirit and has such a warrior spirit that I felt like the best way to honor what they're going through is to do some yoga, do a warrior series, warrior 1, warrior 2, peaceful warrior, warrior 3. The craziest part about this is that I sat in each pose for about a minute and a half, focusing on my breath, focusing on my prana. And with that, I spent each time in the pose focusing on my breath within the pose, so I could hold space for myself to be able to really understand where this person is coming from, you know? And just be like, I could dig it, yo. I could dig it. I got you. You're good. So when I came back from doing that yoga and I put in my misinterpretation or, you know, spoke out loud, you have no idea what I felt when that person hit me back on the crazy. Yo, the prana inside of me, I'm not calling it kundalini. The prana inside of me was making me shake because I wanted to get them with this energy that I have, that I developed, that I built up. It was so much. And I remembered today is day 7 of this no screaming, no yelling challenge. So I couldn't scream or I couldn't yell. And I didn't. And, you know, once I was able to put on the screen, you know, just ask me. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. It's not like that. Once I put that on the screen, I could feel the energy being transformed into something of a higher level. I could feel the flutters that I usually feel when, you know, I was a kid and I was ready to fight go down. And I especially saw that when the person, after I was like, yo, I'm good, moderators be good, you don't have to defend nothing, I see what it is, I don't have no problems. The person still kept going, still talking, still on it. And I understood because, you know, they feeling whatever they feeling. They hyped on whatever they hyped on. And then one comment the person said was, new girl, bitch. That's when I was able to feel that transformation happen, because I remember when I was younger, and I remember when I moved to a new neighborhood, or, you know, went away and had to stay in a foreign country for like 2 months. I'm new. And a lot of women acted like that. This new bitch. Who she thinks she is? I ain't shit. I ain't nobody. Maybe that's the problem, because as a nobody, I could be a troll. For 2 seconds, I sure didn't want to be a YouTuber. I was like, why would I want to be a YouTuber if this is what the YouTubers go through? If I have to see Master or this young lady on her channel going through the flim flammers, you gotta yell and scream and kick to defend yourself. I have my own thing. Like, is this what a YouTube need to go through? Like, I don't want it. Yo, for the next 20 minutes, I sat there in silence saying to myself, I don't want no wrench. I don't want no bench. I don't want no blue next to my name. I don't want to do no live. I don't want no super chat. I don't even want to be a YouTuber. Go home and sleep. Or I was already in the house, so go sleep. What? Not I, said the fish. I was like, man, I gotta go to work. Let me get ready for work. You know, still listening. Went about my business. And once again, thank you to the moderators of that chat. Thank you to the channel holder. I don't got no problems with nobody. How many disclaimers was that? How many repeated disclaimers was that? Nobody's counting. I'm talking to myself right now, okay? But then I went on to the third live with Sis. Oh my God, Sis. Sis was the one that shouted me out in the first place first. Before Master did. Sis was the one that said, yo, you need to be on this YouTube thing. And I said, lady, you crazy? It's crazy. I don't know, lady. I don't know. Sis, I don't know. But somehow, jumping in her live in the middle, once again, I got courage. And I was like, you know what? I ain't even know all fully what she was talking about. Just a little here and there and the snippets and all this. And it was like, yo. This challenge has not only allowed me to listen, not to respond, but this challenge has allowed me to understand certain things. There's a lot of problems between human beings, black and white, male and female, The main foes, at least in my universe, is balance versus perfection. Too many people want to be perfect, and nobody wants to be balanced. That's a hard road to be balanced. I feel like Master does that balance thing real well. Okay? I strive for that. Because for a long time, I wasn't balanced. I will take it back to Tantra really fast. A lot of Tantric texts are based on conversations between Shiva and Shakti, male and female energy. Shakti asks the questions and Shiva answers them. But what's more important, the person giving the answer or the person that's asking the questions? Who has more restraint? I'm not calling it control because that's one of the problems. Who has more restraint? Who has more power in that restraint? The person asking the questions or the person giving the answers? Please consider the truth. Sorry, I'm getting my quote wrong, and I'll get to my quote later because I don't even want to get there yet. Oh, I can get to it now because I just remembered. Only deem something true when you consider the source. Yeah, that's the quote. But let me get back to Shiva and Shakti. The person with more restraint, with more power, is the person that asks the questions. Because they have to learn to ask the right questions to get the best answer. Especially if knowing the answer is the answer, no matter how different you... The answer is the answer, and most people don't get it until you ask the right questions, or the questions that make their mind go clickety-clack. So who has more restraint here? Who has more power coming from that restraint, coming from that balanced level of control? It's Shakti, baby, not Shiva. The main issue with this is twofold. One is control. Notice I did not use that word control. I used restraint. Because control connotates force, and restraint might connotate a little bit more of a choice. Wherein lies the second main problem, which is respect. A lot of people say the word, they don't know how that word operates. They don't know what that word means. Or they might have an idea of that word, but their focus is all skewered. I won't even say wrong, skewered. I spoke about these two books that I have, and how one of them I shouldn't be reading, right? I was on one of Master's lives previously, and she mentioned that we should not learn new things. We should go off what we already know. And I already knew this stuff, but I said, you know what? Let me go back to the books that I already got, so I can relearn what I already know. When it comes to yogic text, the Bihar books are like the gold standard, okay? These books make my head hurt because they're way too powerful, detailed, intricate, all kinds of things. The two books I had to choose from were the Sri Vijnana Bhairava Tantra and Kundalini Tantra. I did not choose Kundalini Tantra because that's a very detailed book on how, why, when you build up that Kundalini to get it to the top. I already told you I'm not ready for that. What I do need is proper focus and proper concentration on the right things. Because even you can focus on certain things and have the wrong focus, and it just turns out wrong. So I have to figure out how to focus properly, how to have that discriminative discernment and that proper non-attachment. So I don't take things personally, and I know how to respond when certain magical things happen. Or we can call it scientific, because in my view, science is only magic explained. And some people think magic is just the divine unexplained. And how to take that divine and make ourselves avatars. Make ourselves avatars. Not like they said, okay, let's drop down to this person. That's an avatar. But we make ourselves that, like avatars. We go to those higher places using certain things to help us. Respect is not coerced. Respect is not forced. And respect has nothing to do with me agreeing with you. It really doesn't. That's the problem with religion. That's the problem with spirituality. That's just the problem with human beings in general. There is no real respect. What is respect? That's a whole other thing. I just want to do 30 minutes. I'll take it to 40. But I'll tell you something that I tell all of my kids. I don't have any kids that I pushed out. We already know I lost 2 of them. But I got plenty of nieces, nephews, godchildren, grown people right now who used to call me grandma when I was in high school that'll tell you I was like an auntie to them, a mama to them, or whatever to them. And there was a couple things I'll say to people, younger people, people my age, older people. And one thing that I definitely say to children as young as 8. And I'm going to tell it to y'all how I told it to my nieces who are now over the ages of 21. I don't trust none of you little boogers, okay? I don't trust you and I don't respect you. Trust is earned. Respect is earned. These things are not given. I need to know who you are in order to trust and respect you. And you need to understand and know who I am in order to trust and respect me. And when you around this age of 8 to 20, all you doing is learn how to lie and cheat and steal and manipulate the people dumb and try to get over. That's your whole being. That's your whole space right there. You trying to learn how to get over. Even at 2 years old, you learn how to get over. Like, what can I get away with? What can I get away with? Why do you think they call it terrible twos? Because when the terrible 2-year-olds can't realize that they can't get away with something, they hit a fit. You just learning how to refine that as you get older. Or maybe not. Right? Every once in a while, there are people that come into your life where you just see or feel that respect. Like, you know what? Off the rip, I feel respect. I feel that you are a respectable person. And we're going to hold on to that for as long as possible. Some of those people fall to the wayside and some of them don't. That's based on your own levels of respect and honor, privilege, all these other different things. But yet and still, those people come into your life, you just be like, yo, I respect that person right there. So when I come onto these YouTube streets, I'm going to have a basic respect for everybody as human beings. It may not seem like a lot, but it's good. Because everything else you got to earn for me. And I'm not talking about no channel holder right now. I'm just talking in general. Right? Channel holder, mod, regular person, troll, everybody. I'm not going to come into your space and disrespect you. Right now, my purpose in life is to be able to hold a space. The things that I do as my profession, I have to hold space all the time. So I'm not coming to disrespect your space. I respect your space. See, that's the other thing. I don't have to respect somebody. I can respect something about them. I don't have to respect you. Or I cannot respect this thing about you, but I can respect you. Respect comes in so many different ways. But once again, it's earned. It's not expected. And it ain't given like lint. Respect and hugs are two totally different things. And I used to treat them the same. Some people need a hug even if you don't want to respect them, yo. That's a homeless person right there. I don't want to give him a hug, but you know what? I have hugged homeless people before. Just my heart said this is what they got to get right now. I've done that. It's like everything is in 3 levels, yo. You got to respect the person with their ego, which a lot of people don't do. You have to respect the person's heart, which a lot of people don't do because they can't even see that. And then you just got to respect the person as a human being, which a lot of people, we already know that's a problem. So sometimes me respecting you as a human being doesn't come at the top. It comes at the bottom. And when you earn my respect, then you can become a goddess or, you know, a negus or a sis or a bro or my fam or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, this respect is between people. Religion ain't got nothing to do with it, because at the end of the day, all religions say the same shit. Do right by people. Love one another. Worship and respect whatever you consider God. And let that reflect among the animals, plants, this earth you live on. It says it in your Bible too. It says it in your Quran too. It's just the messengers are different. And some of the stories are the same. Go back to Egypt, Isis and Osiris. That sounds like Jesus and Mary right there. But does that matter? What matters in the scope of things? What matters in the different levels of your life? And as you ascend up these levels, you'll realize certain things can fade, right? Do I believe in Jesus? Yeah. Do I believe that he existed? You know what the true answer is? I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Do I believe that, you know, Jesus do certain things, certain times for certain people? Yeah, why not? Why can't I respect the Hindu that believes in the God of many forms, as well as the Hindu that believes in the God that is totally formless? Why can't I, you know, respect this Christian over here and this Catholic over here? Why can't I respect the Rasta and the Muslim and the atheist and the yogi and the this one and the that one? Why can't I respect the Baptist and the Episcopalian the same? Aren't we all humans? Aren't we all humans? But people don't respect the same. They don't respect one another. They don't respect this. They don't respect that. So that's why it becomes a problem. I mean, all these religions saying the same thing except in a different language? Let's not even talk about Satanism, because no, for what? For what? And an atheist that does not believe in the concept of God or Satan or whatever, that's even, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are plenty atheists on this earth that may not believe in God, but do believe in picking up garbage because they don't want to destroy Mother Earth. You know what I mean? There are atheists in the world. They may not believe in God, but they do believe in the concept of love. So why don't I not respect that person? That's how my day unfolded today. And it's just so crazy and so amazing that this challenge has allowed me to finally be able to build awareness, which is what Tantra wants me to do, yoga wants me to do. I'm not going to push my yoga on anybody. You might see a video of me doing yoga. You might hear me talk about the breathing. Hell, you've been hearing me talk about Tantra for the past how many videos? You ain't got to respect what I say. You don't even got to believe me. But guess what? Pull the gems out. That's what I do. When I read the Bible, I pull out the gems. And the gems ain't exactly the words on the piece of paper. The gems is my interpretation of it. Everybody got gems. Some gems is just worth more than others. I don't know. Should I rack my brain trying to figure it out? Or should I just say, Namaste? Do y'all know what Namaste means? Namaste means I honor what is love, light, and truth in me and in you. Because at the end of the day, we got the same damn light. I'm not talking about the light of Lucifer. I'm not talking about the light of Jesus. I'm going to keep it in a very good perspective. The light of the air that you breathe, the light of the breath that we all share, including this earth. Whether you put it in scientific terms as oxygen and carbon dioxide, whether you put it in yogic terms as prana, whether you put it in traditional Chinese terms, medicine and philosophy as qi, who cares? It's the same thing. What about that shit that comes out of every human being's ass? We all got the same ass and we all got the same shit that come out. Sometimes the shit comes out in different colors and shape. You know, sometimes it don't want to come out. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it comes out real quick. But how many minutes is this? Hey, I got 4 minutes. But yes. So once again, I'm going to end this video by saying thank you to my triggers. I respect my triggers. I might not respect you as people, right? Or I might not respect the situation as a situation because that's why I get triggered in the first place. But dang it, if I don't respect how I turn out after these triggers, and if I don't love overcoming these triggers and just becoming better by this much, and I got my little fingers almost pressed together. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddies. All of them. Shoo, one of my triggers, that chick got me 15% off. I'm about to make my order tonight, master. What? Thank you, triggers. Thank you. And if I do decide to become a YouTuber and things like this and motivate that way, I know I'm going to get more triggers, man. I'm not always going to handle it like this. But I know my heart, yo. And with that being said, to the second channel holder, I am so sorry that I took away from your conversation. I'm so sorry for that I had any part of that. So sorry. You ain't got to forgive me. You ain't even got to listen. But I apologize because that's not how I don't, what? Yeah. Blessed love to everybody, yo. And even when the love ain't there, the love is still there. It ain't going nowhere. It's just waiting for you to open up your eyes and say, oh, there it goes again. Yeah. Yeah. Stay aware, y'all. Stay aware. Talk to y'all later.